Evening, guys. Okay, I know I didn't plan on this. I'm just bored. Um, it's been a long weekend for me, so I'm here of my own free will, I guess you could say. Nothing really pressing. Um, I don't know. Had a sleepless night last night because of all the bullshit on here. Um, got the garage door installed tomorrow. Um, So that's weighing on my mind. I don't know. I'm here. I don't know for how long. I'm just winging it right now. Didn't even really plan on going live, really. I just kind of was messing around with some updates with this computer, and I figured I would pop in and do a bit of a short live. So I don't know where we want to take this, but I'm here, and y'all are here. So do with it what you will. So, anyway, I'm trying to see if I can get Bushcraft or Jeff to reply to get their butts up here, but I don't know if that's going to happen. So, um, I'm sorry, I'm replying to texts here. Hold on a second. Okay. All right, just gotta wait here then, I guess. Um, yep. Hold on. I know this is a very exciting live, so get over it. Now would be the time to ask questions and or suggestions in case you didn't pick up on that. Bambi says, I'm wondering how Casey is. Casey's a pain in the fucking ass. I'll tell you that. Anyone want a dog? Like, like she is a pain in the ass. She's destroys things. Um, she is not the sweet little puppy that we thought she was going to be. So it's a love-hate relationship with this dog. She bites. She's like she's got the attitude of a Chihuahua in a Havanese. You know, the little yappers and biters and that kind of thing. She is now uh 2.5. No, 2 years. Yeah, about 2.5. God, it's been that long. Um. So anyway, she's been a pain in the butt. She mostly attacks my mom. She throws a hissy fit when I leave for work because she sees me as the one in charge. I don't know why. yeah, it's been a struggle. We had some issues with some treats from Blue Buffalo that we were giving her that were actually making her have seizures, like very minor ones for like 30 seconds or so, and we stopped feeding those, and just so happened that it, I don't know, fixed it. Uh, Mitch says she needs training. No, there is no training this dog. We have tried shock collars, literal shock collars, not like the. Yeah, we've tried shock collars. We've tried treats. We've tried uh, timeouts in the cage. Everything. This dog does not listen. It is not a, and it's not a like Caesar Milan dog whisperer shit where you show you're in charge. No, there is no being in charge with this dog for some stupid fucking reason. I don't know. She does what she wants to do. Just a couple days ago, she got a picture of my mom and dad's wedding picture with my great grandma. And that was the last picture we had of her. My grandma, that is. So, didn't fully destroy it, but half of it's gone. Ironically enough, or funny, or depending on how you want to view it. Since she attacks my mom so much, in the wedding picture, she shredded that pretty good. So I don't know if she's smart enough to understand that, but shit. Oh, she'll do more than tear your fingers off. She'll tear limbs off. She's bitten my mom. She's drawn blood. I have video of her like baring her teeth, and yeah, it's bad. Um, I mean, she's one of those that'll go up to the window, yak at the mailman or anybody passing by. She's thrashed through toys, like the heavy duty reinforced dog toys that are meant to be gnawed on by very strong dogs. She will destroy those. For a 15-pound dog, she is a fucking beast. And then there's other times where she's like the sweetest fucking thing. She doesn't lay down in her beds, but yeah, I said beds. She's got one in the front room and her cage. So, anyway, that's enough about the dog. I'm just here. I've been scrolling the interwebs as to how to fix this computer and the dash cam thing. Um, I kind of got it, quote unquote, fixed. Um, I decided to do a time lapse rather than um, what do you want to call it? G-force sensor, where it's like it detects an impact. That kind of worked to where it would monitor for some time until the battery in the truck got to a certain level, and then it would shut off completely, which kind of sucked because then I can't pull up the app and connect to the camera because it turns the Wi-Fi off when the battery in the truck goes low, so I can't check the footage, um, which is kind of dumb. Um, so I don't know if the whole parking mode thing with the dash cam is really worth it, man. I mean, I don't know. I got the running boards. If anybody dings a door, they stick out. They would hit the running board before they hit the door. Um, I mean, I've got the bull bar, obviously, and if anyone hits me in the back end, I got the hitch. Um, I mean, unless it's somebody breaking into the damn truck, uh, I don't see. I don't see how the parking mode is even a viable thing. Um, I've been back and forth in my mind of just returning this dash cam and finding a different one that's got a better parking mode. And then I've also gone through the phase of just putting it back to the cigarette lighter because if something's going to happen, most likely I'll be driving anyway and the truck will be on. So nothing really happens in my driveway, knock on wood. And if it does, I have my cameras for my house pointed at the driveway anyway. So I don't know. Redundancy and unnecessary amount of cameras? I don't know. What do y'all think? Do you think cigarette lighter just to where when I turn the truck on it records and that's it? Keep it simple, stupid? Or do I deal with the fuses with the hardwire kit trying to get these two different parking modes to work? Bambi says they should have pet matching services. Yeah. Dana B says everything has to be so dang complicated. Yeah. That that's been my life. Like nothing's ever as easy as it sounds. You know, I read the instructions on, for instance, on the dash cam. Oh, just plug it into a cigarette lighter, and then if you want these other options, do this hardwiring kit. I'm not an electrician. I mean, it's just a couple fuses and a wire, but it's bothersome because I don't know if it's actually fucking recording or not. Because I will unlock the truck after some time. Like, I went in the house for about an hour and then came back out to see if it was recording or had any standby footage. And it, it stopped recording at a certain point, which leads me to believe that the battery got low at a certain voltage and it automatically shut off. So it's kind of working, but it's not a 24-hour thing, which kind of defeats the purpose. So I don't know. But nothing's ever as simple as it seems. Put an extra battery in a solar panel. Yeah, I don't want to spend another couple $100 just to get a parking mode feature on the camera. They have battery packs that you can use that are, tuck away in the headliner, that kind of thing. That your car battery charges that, and then that extra battery runs the camera in the meantime when the car's off. But I don't know. It's I'm thinking just going back to the cigarette lighter because I have my flashers, the light bar and that plugged into that cigarette lighter anyway. So I have a three port cigarette lighter. So I mean, why not? You have a parasitic current draw from all the aftermarket electronics doodads you've installed. Your system's not designed. Uh, no, I haven't had any voltage drop whatsoever. Um, my voltage is at 14.2 constantly. Um, it's never dropped below that. Uh, even when I'm driving, I don't have a parasitic drain. I've checked. It's not that. These new systems that they've got in these cars are not. Uh, they really don't allow for the voltage to drop. And being that I have a what is it, a 600 watt? No, 800 watt inverter switch in the truck because I have two 12-volt out or 110 outlets, one in the bed of the truck and one in the back seat. Um, Being that I have that and I can just flick that on whenever without the truck even being on, I'm nowhere near any parasitic voltage drop, which is fucking amazing on this truck. I've never had a truck be able to take so much electronic load and not even flinch. Um, Plus, it has good alternator too, very heavy duty. It's got the equivalent of the V8 alternator on it, so it does charge up pretty well. Um, so it's not a parasitic drain. It's just probably I've probably wired something wrong, which I doubt, but who knows? Or the camera's just falsely advertised because I'm not the only one that's had these problems where the parking modes will not supposedly not work. They'll work, but it takes an extreme impact to trigger these cameras, or you have to buy other equipment to get it to work. It's not worth the time. I would rather just run the cigarette lighter back to where I had it and just have one plug, and that way, if I ever have to disconnect it, it's one plug with nothing else. Um, I've already got, you know, shit ton of wires in that truck anyway. Surprised something hasn't just blown up on me. Let's see. Jim says it's been windy here all day. Yes, Jim. It's same here. It rained. It was windy. Um, yeah. So what's going on with the YouTubes? Any important news? Anybody's heard about anything anywhere? I haven't heard shit about Trump at all, which is strange. Usually my feed is inundated with important political crap going on. I haven't heard shit. Okay, Jim, you need to get dude, I thought you showered last night. What the fuck, dude? How many days you going on here? Um, Anyone heard anything about Trump the last couple days or anything? I haven't really. Showed a very interesting video on a protest. It's a protest, whoop-de-doo. Oh, so apparently Trump's gonna pardon Mel Gibson? The fuck? And a judge is trying to block it? I don't understand what happened with Mel Gibson, but okay. I'm just scrolling the YouTubes here. Uh, DJT has made posts on Truth Today. Again, I don't follow Truth Social, so Uh, I'm not really seeing much of anything really. It's uh actually very strange for shit to just go this quiet. Uh, anyone else feel like it's too quiet? Not that I want shit to happen. I'd rather have it be like this, but some are saying that the USS Truman was hit by Houthi missiles. Huh. Didn't hear anything about that. I heard one of our ships was hit a couple weeks ago, but Al Bundy, how you doing, brother? All my favorite channels I met here. Well, that's very refreshing for to hear from you, Al, because I've had a very I've been lacking motivation to do this whole YouTube thing. So a little appreciation goes a long way, brother. Thank you. Al says, hanging on to my ass. What? Uh, Nightwing says my show is enjoyable. Dude, I literally just sit here talk to a camera, and whatever the fuck comes out of my mouth, it's not. There's literally no filter, unless, of course, it's like, you know, Epstein files. You know what I'm saying? So, should be hearing something on the list soon. I haven't heard shit. Anyone else feel like the whole politics thing is kind of drying up since the election. Jim says Trump won his golf tournament today. Okay. Well, of course, Nightwing. I'm not talking like the swamp, even though that's a nice thing. I'm saying, uh, what was I getting at? I'm saying the people discussing politics factor. So, let's see. Bambi says, I think the Trump hating reporter hit him on purpose with that mic. I didn't hear nothing about that. Like I said, again, the whole political thing is drying up here on YouTube. Um, let's see. Huh. Seems like they're getting away from the political stuff here on YouTube anyway. I'm seeing more philosophical stuff being pushed. There's some politics stuff, but it's not like it was before the election. It's almost like YouTube is returning to uh, what it used to be, in a way. I'm also seeing not as much new stuff. Like, I'm getting a lot of recommendations for older videos that are like a week, 2 weeks old, a month, 2 months, that kind of stuff. Uh, Not really too much new stuff like flooding in. Uh, yeah. James says having a place to chat and listen to you. You misspelled listen. To you, everyone, and everyone a place just to hear what is really going on around. Yeah. And you misspelled world. Sorry to be a grammar Nazi on you, James. That's what this channel was. Well, Not just this channel, but the previous channel, YouTube. Fuckers took down my original channel. Um, that's what this channel's always supposed to have been. Just a regular channel, not really any seriousness to it, just us yakking back and forth. What do you see is your... What? I can't fucking read tonight, I'm sorry. What don't you see is your friends on chat miss you, the topics you choose, your research. Yeah, I know. Y'all miss me, like doing the boards and that. And, um, it's not that I don't want to do the boards. It's not like yeah, I can dig into stuff. It's but I don't think unless you've done it for as long as I have, not that you wouldn't understand, but you wouldn't understand. It's the amount of mental gymnastics that I was doing on a daily basis back then. It was like I was a supercomputer. But the thing is, back in those days, I sat here from the time I got up to the time I did my stream at night, digging for information, putting clues together, and um, I could not do it in today's world because back then, during the COVID pandemic crap, I didn't have anything to do. My energy was all going to here. And now that my energy is split between here, work, the home, and various other shit, I don't have the brain capacity. Not that I'm dumb, but the mental capacity to sit here and decode the simple little things that nobody sees and connect the dots that nobody sees and do the research, dig into people's family's lineage and symbolism and philosophical shit from eons ago. It does not happen. Um, and then for me to try to explain it to you guys in some coherent manner, that was a whole nother challenge in itself. So it's not that I don't want to. I would love for you to just know it and understand it, but I don't have the horsepower, the willpower, the fortitude, whatever you want to call it, to do it anymore. Bambi says, I like the variety of topics. I know sometimes it gets too much. The last 4.5 years were pretty rough. God, what was it? When did I start this channel? What, 2020? Officially? December of 19? Had to have been December of 19, because that was because I had started my YouTube channel the day before Christmas of 19, and then I had Rage go on with me for some time, and y'all know the stories. But yeah, that's at least 5 years. God, it's been forever. I'm surprised I've done it this long. I'm surprised I'm still sitting in this chair. I'm surprised I haven't fallen asleep yet. I'm over here tired as shit. I've done this 3 days in a row. Let's see. January of 2020 when I found your channel. Huh. I know Nightwing's been here since the beginning, basically, so yeah. Edwin C. Nice quick stream. Thank you. There's nothing really going on. I'm just here to be here, which is a rarity for me these days. Usually the only times I get on here is when there's something important. I haven't had a really a just relaxed kind of stream like I used to. So, Nightwing says the boards have served their purpose. Yes. Yes, they have. The masses are aware. Whether or not they want to take that into their everyday lives, that's up to them. But the information is out there now. It's not just some obscure thing. Yeah, Pure Blood Q's been a crazy ride. I wouldn't say I'm burnt out. It's just I've explained it hundreds of times, literally hundreds of times. I've repeated myself thousands of times on certain things just to keep people that are new to the fold updated in some form. So, when you sit here for 4.5 years and sound like a broken record just about every night, unless there's something big happening, yeah, it wears on you. I could not do that for a job. Grace asks, what time are the garage guys coming? They're supposed to be here between 10 and 12, which means I got to clean out the big stuff from the garage, the lawnmowers, the etc. Out into the driveway, out of their way beforehand, which means I got to get an early start. Which again, I'm not trying to be on here for too long. I'm just giving y'all a little bit of a stream, just checking in, and I don't know. It is what it is. So. Minkadeer says sometimes you hold the place for gathering together. Open topic is just as pertinent. Open topic, or me sitting here in silence, whatever you want to call it. There hasn't really been much of a topic. It's just me addressing chat as we go here. Nightwing says running into people, less and less people not knowing what's really going on. Wait a minute. I gotta reread that. Running into less and less people not knowing what's really going on. So, good thing? Yeah, that's a double negative. So yes, that's a good thing. Yes. I had to think about that for a minute. And that's kind of why I've throttled back big time, because there are less people that are got their head up their ass. So. Well, Nightwing, I try to always be here. If I'm not here on stream, y'all can always leave a comment on one of my videos. I respond pretty much right away if I can help it. It's the next best thing of having my personal phone number like Jeff and Bushcraft, but I deal with computers and it's logic all day. Dude, so my job is to basically program and uh, ship computers for restaurants. Okay, those are the computers you see at the like cash register or whatever, the buttons and the interfaces that they use on McDonald's and other things. Um, I do the software stuff and the shipping and such. So staring at a screen when I have to do spreadsheets of shipping and tracking numbers, and it's, yeah, I get it. It's funny because I do that for, you know, 8 9 hours a day, and granted we have a pretty sweet gig of just being able to go into the break room and raid the pantry, so that's fine. But um take a break is for as long as we want, but staring at a screen and then coming home and staring at a screen, it it wears on you. Yeah, point of sale units, yes. For me, mostly PC and embedded systems. Yeah, like when you go to like Texas Roadhouse and you see the little handhelds that they swipe your card on or whatever, those are the kind of things that I do. Those, the point of sale units, uh, you know, printers, receipt printers, um, those things, those card skimmers that you always hear about on the news when you uh, put your debit card in at the gas station and then people put something over it to scan it, and I do those. The non-illegal part, not the scanner themselves. Um, Back when CrowdStrike got hit, that was us. We got taken down for a while. Because that's what our stuff runs through is CrowdStrike. Um, Holy shit, Lake's here. Sorry, it took me a minute. I get called when they go down. Okay, so you're the guy that's behind the scenes. I'm just the guy that ships the shit out. Uh, it's 11 o'clock. Do I drop an invite? I really don't want to go more than an hour here. I've been live for 45 minutes as is. Yeah, I really want to get some sleep, but it's been a while since I've had a chance here to talk with y'all without issue. Supposed to be the best internet security company, and they got hacked. No, they are not the best internet security. No, fuck that. You want to get into the back systems of everything? I guarantee you, most of the codes uh, for downloading shit is 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8, and that's just because lazy programmers can't come up with enough codes to program all this stuff. Every time I program a computer, and that's the back door. So how that's no. Locks only keep people out. Yeah, unless you know where the key is. uh right, or the password is password. Right, exactly. Like you think I'm joking on the 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 thing. No, it's that's actually what I've done on some stations is they don't care. We get sent the license, we download the shit, we code it in, And the back door is that simple. It's just you can't get to that back door once we're done. So, eh, you know, we can do it. You can't. And it's not no trade secret, you know. It's just people are lazy. That's all it is. You know. Um, it's like when people do the password is incorrect and then they type incorrect into password and so forth and so on. Uh, it's a miracle this fucking world hasn't blown itself up yet. Grace is like, bite your tongue. You know what? At this point, I'm not. I would not be surprised. Really, it's gotten to be stupid. Al Bundy, pain is just weakness leaving the body. Uh, well, I don't know. I've been in a lot of pain lately, mentally, physically, and emotionally. It's so true. That's why my theory, why Elon follows T around, because of Starlink. What? Pain lets me know I'm still alive. I don't know how to respond to that one. Jim says, my shoulder has been sprained for a month. I'm feeling my age now. Yeah, my knees, my elbows, my shoulders, my back, my neck, any major joint of mine has been hurting for years now. And if it's worse as I get older, well, I'm going to never move again. I'll end up being a crippled old man by the time I'm Jim's age. I sit here and I've been thinking for the past couple months, like, I'm 30, almost 31 here. That's halfway to 60. And 60 is like, what, 2/3 of your life gone, if you're lucky? That that ain't that ain't much left. Life is too short. And that's what now I understand that. I didn't when I was younger, but now I do. Life is too short. It's not the age, but the mileage. Uh, well, I'm pretty sure I've got a lot of mileage on my knees at least, because they're hurting like a bitch. Dana B says I was a preemie too. My mom said that, so I hurt more. You know, considering, let's see, I've had I was born 13 weeks early. I had breathing issues. I had 6 inches of my intestines taken out due to an infection. I had a double hernia. Uh, I was having learning disabilities growing up as a kid. Um, I didn't break 50 pounds until age 11. I'm 5'3" and 110 pounds if I'm lucky. Um, and somehow I'm still fucking here. I've had my hand broken in a lathe. Um, I've been in at least one car crash of significance. 3 if you want to be technical about it. Um, yeah, I've fallen off roofs. I've banged my head on countless construction sites. I've cut my arm open on multiple occasions due to sharp objects on the construction sites. Um, yeah, how the fuck I'm still in one piece, I'll never know. Yeah, I'm a survivor, tough and smart. Yeah, well, tough maybe, but smart, not really. I mean, unless I sit down and then apply myself, but that's for everyday things, it's not so much like you don't really need much brain power to survive in this world, as I've noticed. So, yeah, bubble wrap and corner protector bullshit, Grace. I have a lot to look forward to: a woman, marriage, a kid or two. Uh, yeah, try telling that to the younger generations. Shit. Kimberly says, "Did you know that God communicates through numbers?" Well, I the only one that I've ever had any significance to is 17, but we know that one. For bushcraft, it's 21. For me, it's 17. I don't know. Bambi says, "I'm an old soul, but young." Eh, if I was an old enough soul, I wouldn't do stupid shit. And I do stupid shit. Well, maybe not as stupid as some people, but still. I do stuff on the edge of stupid shit. Like, just by some miracle, it ends up not being shit. Like, for instance, the almost shooting that I had to do with the guy chasing me to my front door. That could have been something, but it wasn't. I won't forget that day, and I'm sorry I go on about it, but I'm kind of traumatized by it. Al Bundy says an old soul is just someone who came back fast. What do you mean came back? Like what, reincarnation? Ah, I don't know. Why would I come back so fast then? If I know how much bullshit this world has to offer, why would I come back to it? To make a difference. Well, I could do the old cliche of, well, what have I done to make a difference? But then y'all will inundate me with comments of how awesome I am and that how many people I've helped. And yeah, that's just what you're supposed to do. I don't know. I guess most people don't think of that way on a daily basis, I guess. To rather to make a difference rather than to cause issues. Bambi says, "Do you like the area you live in, or would you move?" Well, ideally, I would like to move where there's a little more space between neighbors. Like, not to the point where it's farmland where I have half a mile between neighbors, but like a bigger suburb where I could have a couple acres, if that makes sense. Like, I don't know, if I had a 5 acre plot with a decent house on it, I'd call that good. Who's texting? What the fuck? Hold on. Bushcraft's internet is out. That's fantastic. Huh. Uh, huh. I would like to be a half mile away from my neighbors. Well, that's fantastic, but I ain't walking that far to go have coffee with the neighbors. I'm sorry. Jeff, shut the fuck up. Dude, I can't tell you how many times I've gotten into it with my neighbors, man. And the city's a pain in the ass, too. It's too many people, man. Too many people getting in the way. Not that I'm like some self righteous, like, get out of my way type guy, says the guy with the lights in the bull bar, but um, that whole just trying to drive anywhere, there's way too many people, man. See, most people run stop signs these days. And it's not just stop signs, like red light or running red lights, running just everything. Just it's literally Mad Max on the road. And I went about that or on about that a couple days ago. Yeah, it's pouring here too, Jim. It's been on and off rain all day. And no problem, Kimberly. Just you gotta understand, guys. I'm tired right now, and I'm kind of sitting here with my eyes shut every once in a while. But I'm giving y'all a chance to say your piece because I rarely get a chance to just sit here solo and yak with y'all. It's been a while. Uh, Al Bundy says, suddenly blonde jokes are running through my head. Hi, Jeff. Yeah, I wonder why, Al. Lake says we're under a flood warning. Oh my. Nightwing says we had hail last week. That's odd for us. I've been seeing a lot of tornadoes pop up out west. It's getting to be tornado season, I guess. Meanwhile, they're calling for snow and rain on Thursday here. God, I hate the weather, man. Foggy and windy here. So, I don't mean to cut things short here, but I think I'm going to go ahead and go to bed. Um, y'all got any last minute comments before I let you go until Friday? Thanks, Nightwing. Uh, all right. Long live the Republic, right, Grace? Exactly. So, I will see y'all Friday. Any comments or concerns, leave a comment. Uh, yeah. 101 out.